Hello YouTube, this is Kent right here, just coming to you today. I have actually let you guys know that I changed my name. I am just called Kent A. A? So in any case, guys, I thought I'd come to you guys here tonight with a little bit of a story. Pretty much a few things that went on here in the past couple days. I went out to see my folks for Thanksgiving, had some dinner. I have to burn all that weight off here now, and I'm just enjoying some yogurt, which is a bit of a midnight snack, but oh well. So try to keep this in the down low anyways. Pretty much there's something going on in the news right now. I'm looking at the Edmonton Sun. I know some people say that the Sun sucks ass, which I pretty much say that they do, because their media is so liberal ass backwards. They don't give a shit about what's going on here in the real world. But that's just the Edmonton Journal, because the Edmonton Journal has been bought off by the PC, so that's a whole different story. So anyways, not to be just the Edmonton Journal, or the Edmonton Sun, but just the Edmonton Journal, whatever. So anyways, their story came up here from Peta, People for the Ethical Treatment of Animals, and they're pretty much a big name going on right now in the news, and they're trying to fight off a child's cartoon. And the headline goes like this: PETA attacks Pokemon for promoting animal abuse. Now, the story goes like this. From dressing up as Ku Klux Klansmen to featuring scantily clad celebrities, PETA's appetite for publicity seems boundless. Now, the animal rights group has set its sights on Pokemon, charging that the franchise's latest video game, Pokemon Black 2 version, Pokemon Black version 2 and Pokemon White version 2 paints a rosy picture that amounts that they've revealed animal abuse. The organization says that much like the animals in the real world, Pokemon are treated as unfeeling objects and used for human entertainment as such objects in experiments. The way that Pokemon are stuffed in the Pokeballs is similar to circus chain elephants inside railroad cars, and they only let them out to perform confusing and often painful tricks that were taught using sharp steel-tipped bullhooks and electric prod rods. PETA claims, that's their claim. In an attempt to save young minds who play the game, PETA has released a parody game called Pokemon Black and Blue. Gotta free them all, which can be played on its site, and I'm not posting a link for that, so don't even ask. In an article that appears on Forbes website, David Ewalt argues that PETA seems to have missed the single biggest theme of the Pokemon series, that Pokemon should be treated humanely and live as our equals. The games are loaded with endless streams of characters who go on and on about true friendship between man and Pokemon. He writes is so saccharine and as so completely opposite what PETA suggests that boggles the mind. And it does boggle the mind here, people. It does. Because when you think about it, how many times has PETA been in the news? They've been in the news about Lucy the Elephant. They actually brought Bob Barker here to Edmonton, and to say the least, it kind of pissed me off when that happened. I mean, why make a big deal out of a pachyderm that is just being well treated for, well cared for? I know some people say negative things. You are not going to be posting. I hope you're not going to be posting negative things in my comment box, but whatever. It's a free speech. But in any case, PETA needs to be shut down. Same thing with Greenpeace. I've actually spoken to one of the Greenpeace folks, their representatives, when Alison Redford was coming through a restaurant that I was at here back in during the elections in April, and that's how we lost, pretty much. So they were standing there at the restaurant on 124th Ave, and Alison Redford's bus just so happens to pull up right when I'm standing there. I got photos of that as well. So I stood there. I thought to myself, what's going on here? I see PETA. Sorry, not PETA. I see Greenpeace plus Alison Redford equals disaster. And lucky enough that she had her security on hand to remove the Greenpeace protesters. But he'll get it from Dave's different side of the story. So in any case, Greenpeace has its voice. PETA has its voice. And I know free speech does stand in Canada and the United States, but I guess free speech doesn't matter down there because it's always blocked. Same thing in Japan, same thing in Korea, same thing in every other part of the world that wants to use videotapes on your iPhone. Pretty much can't. So free speech is going out the window like everything else. But in any case, I think that PETA should just realize that you're not going to win. No matter how many celebrities get you back you, no matter how many times you say you have all the money, all the support, all the celebrity franchise, pretty much everything, it doesn't matter. It's just shit flying out of a barrel. And pretty much every time you open up your mouth, you just blah, 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 blah. But that's just my honest opinion. So let me ask you guys this one simple question. Do you think Pokemon should be shut down because of what Peta said? Because do you think it's cruelty to Pikachu that he gets locked up in a Pokeball every time, or if he gets electrocuted, or if Hitmonlee goes off the air and says, oh, I'll smack someone across the face? Do you think that hitting is abusive? Do you think that Jiu-Jitsu, Taekwondo, Muay Thai, self-defense basically is the program, and that's the one thing they're preaching to, is that they're saying that animals are being abused. And they're using a comparison, a freaking comparison, to an elephant being locked in a train. Sure, I mean, they make them customized, and they make them big enough for the elephant there, but really, how big of a train car do you need? Who knows? That's just me. But in any case, guys, leave your comments below, and let me ask you a simple question. Do you think that Pokemon should be taken off the air because of what Peta said in this news report? Do you think it's possible? Do you think it's going to happen? I don't know if it's going to happen. But leave your comments below, and I'll try and get back to you as soon as I can. This is Kent here, and I just go by Kent now, so pretty much the name is what it says. Anyways, I appreciate your time, and I'll be talking to you guys later. Have a good night. Peace.